Beautiful day because we also have a continuing bevy of beautiful sharers in our adventure in prosperity. And we have a wonderful, wonderful lady here. You're going to so enjoy and be touched by this dynamic person, Judy Pottle. Let's listen.
Judy Pottle found Mile High Church 20 years ago in the midst of divorcing her second alcoholic husband. While diving into the techniques and teachings and raising 3 kids virtually alone, Judy discovered resilience and resourcefulness she didn't know she had. Then the unthinkable happened. Her 23-year-old son, Sean, died in a climbing accident. During that tragically difficult time, she relied heavily on bereavement support and her friends at Mile High. That was 11 years ago, and Judy is thriving now. A couple of years ago, she set some outrageous goals for her business and committed to giving a full 10% tithe to the church. She admits that it sounds crazy, but the truth is everything just started flowing. The phone started ringing off the hook. Her business doubled, and she had her biggest year in 25 years of selling real estate. Judy says it's fun and rewarding now to write checks. My life is good, she says, because of Mile High and the principles that she's learned here. Please give a warm Mile High welcome to Judy Pottle.
Judy. Hi, Judy. Oh, thank you, Judy, for being here today. And thank you for being such a dedicated and dynamic member of our wonderful spiritual community. And it's been quite a ride, hasn't it, in this life? It is for all of us in our life journey. And you know, you have shared with me that your deep spiritual foundation has helped you through so much in your life, and especially in those early times, the early challenges. Can you share a little bit about that?
Sure. So, actually, I had a pretty ideal childhood, I think, but in my early 40s, found myself in a second divorce with an alcoholic husband, a second time, and thought, oh my gosh, I'm the common denominator here. Something needs to change. Choices need to be made differently. I need to be on a different path, going a different direction. So I started coming to Mile High Church. That was 19 years ago, and I'm here almost every Sunday.
I know. That's good. Notice that. You know, so congratulations on leaning into this. And yet the unimaginable for any of us who are parents comes into your life, 2003, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that beautiful son we saw there leaves us way too early in an accident. How'd you use this stuff then? I mean, how did you go through that?
So when Sean died, I'd been at Mile High Church for 8 or 9 years and had taken a lot of classes and knew the principles, but certainly had never been challenged like that to put them to use. Yeah. But I took grieving classes here. I did some of Reverend Patty's classes.
They're so helpful.
They were very helpful. Did a lot of workshops, went on some trips with some Mile Highers. I just felt totally supported by this community. People sort of wrapped their arms around me, and all of a sudden it seemed like I could turn the very negative, hurtful energy into something positive. And I know Sean would have wanted that too. Sean would want me to be positive and not just mourning the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's always so tough when it becomes apparent that the soul's journey is bigger than we know, and bigger even than this lifetime. And well, congratulations on moving through that. I know it's still an energy within, and we bless you and love you in that. And you've gone on to create wonderful, good stuff in your life. And I love when you shared with me that she has an annual practice in January of setting her personal and her business goals. And I think that's a great thing. In fact, we're going to do a church-wide opportunity for that this coming January. And something was different, though, a couple of years ago. Maybe you can share that with us.
Sure. So the whole time that I'd been here at the church, I had given what I felt was quite generously, but certainly not tithing that 10% off the top. And a couple of years ago, as I set those goals, I thought, wonder what would happen if I just set some outrageous goals and at the same time decided to give that 10% tithe to the church and gave back let's just try it and see what happens. And so that was a year and a half ago, and all of a sudden, opportunity after opportunity just started coming my way. The phone would ring, I would sort of chuckle like, oh, it's another opportunity, and sure enough it was. My business literally doubled that year, just because I was giving back to the church. It felt like God was just filling that pipeline and saying, the more, I'll give you more, you just keep giving back. And so it's worked so beautifully, and it's such a joy to do that.
Well, that's the beautiful thing, is that you love doing it, and that puts you in that pipeline. And I speak about it every year, and I just know there are times when something hits the heart, and an individual realizes, I'm ready to partner with the divine and really be in that principled living. And I congratulate you on that. And that happened in your business before, a couple of years ago, before a lot of this economic turnaround that we're experiencing now, thankfully. So congratulations. How's this year coming along?
So I set even more outrageous goals this past January, and I'm well on my way to meeting or exceeding. It's fabulous.
Oh, that is awesome.
It continues, and I just feel like I'm being supported and fed by Spirit.
Oh, yeah. This life, as I look at mine and I listen to your story, your journey, it's a tapestry, an incredible tapestry that's woven. And if we let it, even the darkest hours are a part of the overall glory of what's unfolding. And I really get that that's your path, and I honor you. And this is our concluding Sunday in Adventures in Prosperity. You got a parting message for us?
We're given so much at this church, and these principles mean so much to us individually. I guess my parting message would just be, let's take those principles and that way of living into our workplaces and into our families and into our social circles. And we don't have to proselytize, but we can be the shining example. We can be that person and show our friends and community the world needs us.
You shine that beautifully. You shine that light.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Judy. Judy Pottle, magnificent lady here.